Hey guys, the video today is about a particular mini-boss, the Ogre. This guy gives new players a lot of grief on their first playthrough, and so I decided to make a small video about him. You fight this guy twice in the game. The big difference between the two fights is that the second fight takes place in a smaller arena, and it's harder because of that. I'm doing this on NG Plus to show you guys some of the stuff I attempted against him with the Shinobi tool that is not available on normal game at this point. Speaking of Shinobi tools, the most effective prosthetic Shinobi tool against him is the Flame Vent, found on the Errata state, and that you can grab before fighting the Ogre, which is something I highly recommend you do. This is an interesting mini-boss because of the way you should fight him. The playstyle unique to Sekiro relatively to the Soulsborne series is that you should be aggressive attacking your opponent and parrying his moves, while countering some of his attacks and evading others. Once those attacks are evaded, Sekiro teaches you to return to your opponent's face and keep damaging that opponent in order to put pressure on his posture bar. This mini-boss teaches you to throw all that Sekiro trademark playstyle right out of the window. It teaches flexibility. Not all opponents should be dealt with aggressively, and some opponents are not to be killed through their posture bar. The Ogre is one of those opponents. The way I approach this fight is first to clear the arena. Going for the spear guy first will free the Ogre. At this point you can disengage and hide, that will de-aggro the Ogre. You can then sneak in for a death blow to start the fight. I didn't choose to do that because I wanted to fight the Ogre with 2 health bars. The Ogre is very susceptible to fire, and you can get him to be staggered with a single flame vent shot. I was also testing oil urns, throwing them at the Ogre and then igniting him with my flame vent prosthetic. However, I felt that the oil does not make a big difference on this boss fight. Maybe you can get 2 more R1s or something like that if you can get the burn status applied. It's definitely not necessary for the fight. I also tried to use oil urns after the boss had the burn status effect on to see if I could extend the status effect. I don't think it worked though. Oil only seems to make applying the burn status effect easier, having no further utility. So I'm fighting the boss like it's a Dark Souls boss, baiting attacks by running next to him and punishing him until his vitality gets to 0, and I get the death blow. Second health bar is just rinse and repeat. I took the chance to use the Mist Raven to know if I could avoid his attacks. The Mist Raven is a very interesting prosthetic tool that you don't have at this stage when you fight the boss in normal game. My findings were that it was ineffective against his grabs, as I get pummeled in the face by him. My final tip for this boss is that whenever he grabs you and throws you over, always mash your grappling hook button. A grappling hook point will always appear on his collar. It will in a lot of cases avoid a fall to your death, and in this case will allow for a stylish end of the fight. And that's it. Those are my impressions on the Ogre mini-boss. I hope you found the video useful. Take care and I'll see you next time. Riven out.